Yeah.
It must have been very hard for you writing about your parents, especially your dad. I mean, it really must have.
I think it was very hard, but I think the thing I want to get across, which hasn't been printed in the papers because they've taken the worst bits of it, is I absolutely adored my dad.
But you can tell
and the
that,
majority of the time he was a brilliant dad. But when we were younger, he drank a lot and that changed his personality. But other than that, I loved him and he was brilliant.
And your mum's one of those women, she'd never leave her husband, never leave her kids.
We just didn't in those days, and certainly not with 8 kids, you know.
Do you know what I found really sad? When she packed a case and sat in the prom.
I know, I did, when she told me that story.
And you can picture it in your mind. I can see this, because, you know, I can see your mum, and I just sat there with a suitcase and said, come on, you're going home.
Yeah, I know, it's very sad.
And what a lovely woman, eh?
She was a great woman, very strong, held us all together, you know, made great dresses out of curtains. We were the Von Trapp family.
I know, you were a Blackpool.
Honestly, we were. The singing Von Trapps.
I want to get your book. It sounds
Oh, it's fab, seriously. I was up till all hours, the thumb throbbing, reading the book.
No,
but do you know what else really moved me about it? I struggle with Alzheimer's. I mean, that's...
You struggle with Alzheimer's?
No.
Oh.
I wouldn't know if I had it.
I thought you were covering it very well.
Where am I? Who are you? No, your mum, your poor mum, because she had Alzheimer's, didn't she?
I tell you, the cruelest disease.
It's shocking,
you know,
isn't it?
I don't think... It's one of those diseases that I don't think you really acknowledge until it hits somebody that you love.
When did you first get an inkling that your mum had it?
Probably about a good 3 or 4 years before she was properly diagnosed, we started to think it's not quite right. Yeah, she just... I mean, she'd always been a bit kind of dippy. We'd always said, oh, mum's dippy, but it became ridiculous, you know, and just all little signs, really.
Shocking, isn't it? Shocking.
Awful.
Must be
Cruel
awful
disease.
to watch somebody.
Yeah, it is, and it's hard for it's a real... It's kind of like a family disease, because it really is one of those that... Totally, because my mum eventually didn't know any different. She went off in her own little world. But, of course, we were left to still look at this woman who didn't know us anymore.
And I love your Linda, you know that I do.
Fab.
I toured with Linda Nolan in Prisoner of Cell Block H, the musical.
You did.
And she played the prison governor. She was so... Her and Brian.
Yeah,
I mean,
brilliant.
the pair of them, you know what I mean? And then Brian died and all that, and I just felt so much for her.
Yeah,
I love her. How is she?
She's fantastic. She's, you know, every day is another challenge for her just to get out of bed.
But she's a pro, Linda, isn't she?
She's a pro, and she's strong, and she's fighting to just get through the day. At the moment, it's so hard for her, but we're all there for her, and I just love her strength.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Give her my
I really
love,
admire
seriously.
her. I will.
And you're all going back in the recording studio?
Well, actually, I'm going back on Friday to do a
You're doing an album, aren't you?
Single.
Oh, fabulous,
yes, I'm so excited, I can't tell you.
Are the Nolans getting back together?
Well, I don't know. We keep getting approached to do that as well.
Yes, yes. We want... Coleen, we want I'm in the mood for dancing. She used to sing it in Prisoner of Cell Block H, the musical. How would the governor, all of a sudden in her office go, I'm in the mood, but she didn't got away with it.
She did, yeah. So, you know, if the demand is out there, then who knows? I mean, never say never. It would be great just to do it one more time, and this time really appreciate it and just enjoy it, because there's no bigger adrenaline rush than performing live.
Do you like working with your sisters?
Sometimes, and sometimes they totally get on my nerves. But, you know, I feel like I've moved from working with my sisters to now having 4 more sisters on Loose Women. It's the same kind of thing, you know.
Do you all get on that? Because, again, you read all sorts that at each other's throats and what have you.
we laugh when we see that. We do,
Just
honestly, genuinely get on, you know.
Well, you can see that, because I see it in the corridors.
Well, it wouldn't work if we didn't, because you couldn't go on there and have that laugh with each other if secretly inside you're thinking, oh, I can't stand her, you know. But we do genuinely get on.
I feel sorry for the men in their life, because the things you say, there's no
My
secrets,
poor
is there?
husband, honest to God, he's given up worrying about it now. Little chicken legs, he'll be watching.
And you're looking for a new loose woman, aren't you?
You're going to say I'm looking for a new husband. I don't remember putting that in the book. Looking for a new loose woman. Yeah, there's a competition for someone to join us for 5 shows.
So just like a member of the public?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I had a great response, some great tapes sent in.
So, girls, you want to be a loose woman, you know what to do. Coleen, listen, it's a great read, it really is.
Thank you.
And congratulations to you on being so honest.
Thank you, I am very nervous about it, but thank you.
No, it'll do a storm, seriously.
Thanks
Ladies and gentlemen,
very
please, come on. Coleen Nolan, that's it. Well, that's it for tonight.